this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I mean, we're having a conversation. Hold up. Hold on a minute. Listen, everybody. Hey, yo.
Very important right now for you to take 1 second and hit that like button. Help push us through the YouTube algorithm. And then it's also equally as important to pound on that bell notification, hit that bell notification and click all. That way you stay up to date on all my latest videos as the inflationary depression that I've been warning of opinions, because I am not a financial advisor. This is just my overall thesis of the market, right? And as we get into it now, you can see Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, and you can see after the Fed meeting yesterday that the US dollar is actually pumped quite considerably. It's pumped about 2% from its low. You can see the other day we had it swing low down here up to its swing high. We're up about 2.29%. And in correspondence, and because of that, as an effect, you can see the NASDAQ is down 1%, and the stock market as a whole, along with the gold and silver bullion market, has come down quite considerably, as gold is threatening to get back below 1,600 for the first time in a while. Silver is threatening to go back below and stay below $19, right? Natural gas is down a couple percent. Copper is down a few percent. Oil has been about even, right? And if we look at the cryptos, oh no, the cryptos. We did not get that Fed pump, and the markets did not pump like they have been. It's almost like they did a pre-pump, and that was good enough after the news was heard, and the markets just kind of stabilized and started to trend down. You can see the mean of this price has been kind of coming down a little bit. We got more of it down here along the 200-day that is flattened out like this, and then the short-term moving averages have formed kind of a duck's beak as we have this tight consolidation. And it's still the same thing that it's been ever since back in here, in this nice consolidation after the pump. You got that 50-cent upper resistance at the bottom part of that blue support resistance box. 66 cents is your major pump level, that if you get some kind of a phenomenal pump, that is where you would get rejected at. And let's go in here. Let's change the color. We need a new color. We haven't had a new color in a while. So we're going to go with this yellow, right? Let's see how yellow works. Kind of like that. So we got the 37 cents as your major underneath support on a breakdown. If we slip the 200-day right there, you would come immediately down to that 37 cents. But if you can hold this 200-day, get some volume to come in, even though the volume's been steeply declining ever since that regional peak after the pump, then you could try to come back up here to that 50-cent level, right? And as we do know, we have a major support resistance zone down here. It's the VP volume indicator profile, 32 cents to 29 cents. And that's your skinny range that you held here, and then you held nearly the top part of it back here on the great dump, right? When the market chaos started to ensue. And since then, we've just been in a sideways consolidation with ups and downs in the crypto market, but that's where we're at right now in the XRP. The Bitcoin price, you can see the Bitcoin price had one of those nice pumps. We called the pump down here 2 Fridays ago tomorrow. It's 14 days ago tomorrow. And then when we got up into here, and we made this jaggedy double top, we told you this could be a double top formation locally, and that could be the end of the pump, because the volume is somewhat regionally here, having a slight uptick, but overall it's been flat, right? And you would like to see volume lead the price. So if you can't hold these moving averages, it was the first area we looked at, the 200-day, you're going to come back down to this 19,299 and change, which would be the top part of this blue resistance box and support box, where your major support is down there at $16,658.11. Your major area that you need to hold so you don't come down there is this top part at 19,200 and change, right? And we've been sitting essentially in this consolidation ever since we had this miniature bear flag, or a pretty good sized bear flag. And then we broke it right here, and we had a step down, little rising consolidation, another step down, and then a bottom locally, and a nice pump. got rejected by the 200, and then came back down right along the top part of this range at 19,194-ish. And that would be where you're going to come back down to if you can't hold the 200-day, where you have an upper end potential on some kind of a quick pump up to 24,837, major lower support at 16,000, because if you break that, you're going to come down to this underneath target that we've had since the Bitcoin price was up there at 63,000, right, last year. If we look at the Dogecoin's had quite the pump, just like Ethereum or XLM did, or XRP did. It was down here on this long stagnant consolidation. Even if you go back farther from the great June dump, right, we had that bottom on the volume indicator. And like we always say, when you come from above it and you run into the red trading box, there's only one red trading box, and that is the VP volume indicator and or the shithouse at the very bottom. And then we bounced off it, right? Then we had this long consolidation after the bounce. Look at this long consolidation into this orange trading range, which is the last line of defense after we had a first fake out up here, right? We drew out this pattern when the price was only right here. And then anywhere where it was black, the price didn't happen yet, but we had a head and shoulders topping reversal with a target at the bottom part of this orange zone. And then we hit it several times. Support, 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 then very steady, almost to no action for about the 14th, about 10 days. And then we had this big run up that we telegraphed and we were warning about. And now it looks like we're topping out. Look at how similar this looks right here. Look at that pattern right there. Look how similar that looks to when you came up here. You had a big pump, right? Big pump. Then you had an initial sell-off. Then you had one of these little things right here, and then it reversed. Look at how the structure of that looks. And look at how the structure on a much bigger scale, but coming up against major upper resistance, had the huge pump, came down, initial sell-off, and now you're coming back up, and look at that. It looks exactly the same formation right there. And what could be happening now is you're going to come down here to the 50, maybe come back up a little bit, trade down, and this could be your future price predictor right here. And you're going to do something like that. Then you got your head and shoulders topping reversal, top to the neckline, which is down here, brings you to a technical target down here at 0.083. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. I have to get back into this office at the great foggy Ford Romeo engine today. As you can see, it's very foggy, very creepy and spooky. Peace and love to my lovely, beautiful, growing